Hello dear students, myself Dr. Sachin Gurure, Assistant Professor from Department of Zoology, KTHM College, Nasik. In the previous video of subject entomology first, we are learning the chapter number 4, that is morphology of insect, and we have completed the thorax, their appendages present among the insect, and in this lecture we are going to start the third body part of the generalized insect, that is the abdomen, and we are going to deliver or learn the topic, that is abdomen of generalized insect, their segmentation and the skeleton composition of the abdomen. So let's see first of all the abdomen. Now the insect abdomen is more obviously segmented in origin than either the head and thorax, and it consists of the series of similar segments. But the posterior segments, they are modified for the mating and for the oviposition in case of the female. So if you see the segmentation of the head, thorax and abdomen among the insect, you will well recognize the segmentation into the abdominal region as compared to the head and the thoracic region, because the abdominal segments are quite distinct from one another, though their number of the visible segment differ from insect to insect, but segmentation is very clear and it consists similar segments, but the posterior segment is often modified for the purpose of reproduction, that is mating, and in case of ovipositor is responsible for forming a structure for depositing the egg, which is known as the ovipositor. In general, the abdominal segment of adult insect are without appendages, except for those which are concerned with the reproduction and a pair of terminal, usually sensory structure, which is known as the abdominal cerci. These appendage only present in a few insects, but generality is that usually abdomen is not containing any kind of the appendages. Now pregenital appendages are however present in case of the pterygote insect and in many larval insects of the pterygota. Now aquatic larvae often have a segmented gills, while many holometabolous insect or the larvae, especially among the Diptera, Lepidoptera, they are provided with a lobe-like abdominal legs, and these legs are often referred as the prolegs. So this is a generality about the abdomen among the insect. Only the pterygote insect containing appendages on the abdomen, and according to the position of these appendages on the abdominal segment, these appendages are may be referred as pregenital, genital or postgenital appendages, which is very common in case of the pterygotes, but they are absent into the pterygota usually. But in larval stages of certain insect, for example Diptera and the Lepidoptera, these abdominal appendages are present in the form of the prolegs. So let's see the segmentation. Now segmentation of the abdomen take place as soon as the segmentation of head and thorax has been completed. Means during the embryonic development, first of all the segmentation starts with the head. Once the segmentation of head is completed, it the process into the thorax, then thoracic segmentation occur, and as soon as the thoracic segmentation is also over, the abdominal segmentation is generally take place or completed. Now during the embryonic stage, abdominal segmentation proceeds always cephalocaudally. Cephalocaudally in the sense it starts from the cephalic, that is head region, and ends towards the tail region, that is the caudal region. The abdomen of the embryo of many insect is segmented into 12 segments, particularly in case of the Orthoptera. orthopteran embryo, they are always shows a presence of 12 abdominal segment which are very distinct, but only the proturan possesses a well evident 12 segmented abdomen, rather than majority of the insect they are provided with a 11 abdominal segment. But during the embryonic condition or the embryonic development, many insect has the 12 abdominal segment which are well recognized among the proturans only. In large number of insects, the abdomen consists of 11 segment, is a most common during the adult stage. And in the higher adult insect, the abdomen is apparently bearing only 10 or even 9 segment. Means number of visible segment present into the abdomen of an insect that differs greatly. But generality is that large number of insect group contains the 11 segmented abdomen. So total 11 segmented abdomen is generality for the insect. The columbella seems to be exceptional for such a kind of the segmentation in abdomen, where the abdomen is only composed of the 6 segment in case of single order, that is the columbella. And in some cuckoo flies, the abdomen is made up of 3 to 4 segment. Means in few insect number of abdominal segment is greatly reduced, but generality is that is they generally contains the 11 segments. Now the total number of segments of abdomen is maintained throughout the larval and the adult stage. This is again a generality among the insects. So whatever number of the segments which are present into the embryonic condition into the abdomen of insect, that number of segment is also retained into the adult life also. Now in counting of the number of segments of the abdomen, not only the external segmental plates but some other criteria also must be borne into the mind for the accurate counting of the abdominal segment. And these criteria based on the embryonic segmental ganglion, how many segmental ganglions are there, then how many coelomic cavities are present into the abdominal region, then how many segmental appendages are present, because generally into the embryonic condition each segment of the body contains a pair of appendage. So the segmental appendage and their number is also considered for counting the abdominal segment. Then intersegmental sutures. So how many sutures or the sutures which are responsible for separating the adjacent segment, that their number is also considered for counting the number. Then distribution of the hair, bristle or muscles into the different segments of the abdomen, that are also studied for counting the number of segment. And lastly the distribution of the spiracle, because if you see the abdominal segment, generally each abdominal segment are provided with a pair of spiracles, and according to how many number of the spiracles are present into the abdominal region, that also gives you idea how many number of the abdominal segment is present among the insect. Now the following account is given on the most speculative segment, and that segments are the 10th segment, 11th segment and the 12th segment. So remaining segments are similar in appearance and generally having a same component, but the 10th, 11th and the 12th segment of the insect is generally well modified one. So let's see one by one. First of all, the 10th segment. Now it is formed in the embryo of the insect in all orders. So almost in all orders there are 10 abdominal segments are well recognized, but there are certain exceptional conditions. For example, the 10th abdominal segment is not found into the Protura, Columbella, Sternorhynchus homoptera, Cycloraphan diptera and Anapleura. So these are the exceptional insect group. which do not contain the 10th abdominal segment. So here you can see that this is a 10th abdominal segment which is present in all insect except Protura, Columbella, Sternorhynchus homoptera, Cycloraphus diptera, and the Anapleura. Now this 10th segment is often written into the adult hemimetabola, or the insect which has the hemimetabolous development. They generally shows a retention of the 10th segment, while in case of the holometabola, that is the insect which shows a complete metamorphosis, the 10th segment, it may occur in a diffused condition with a last abdominal segment. So in case of holometabola, sometimes the 10th abdominal segment is considered as the last abdominal segment. So this is about the 10th segment. Means what we have learned here, the 10th segment is the generality of among all the insect except few group, that is Protura, Columbella, some Cycloraphon diptera, and the Anapleura. And in case of the hemimetabolous insect, this 10th segment is well maintained or well retained in adult condition also. But in case of the holometabolous insects, those shows a complete metamorphosis. The 10th segment is somewhat diffused and it may represent the last abdominal segment. So this is about the 10th segment. The next one, the 11th segment. Now 11th segment is represented by a pair of appendages. So here you can see the 11th segment, and this 11th segment is always shown or represented by a pair of appendage which is known as the cerci in the adult condition. This cerci is singular, is a cercus. That cercus or the cerci is also referred as abdominal cerci, which is again a characteristic feature of the hemimetabolous insect. So generally those insect which shows a hemimetabolous development, they always shows a presence of such a paired abdominal appendage on the 11th segment, that is the cerci. Now the cerci is present in adults of Protura to all hemimetabolous insect, and in case of Coleoptera, Hymenoptera, Siphonoptera, Trichoptera, and Lepidoptera, the 11th segment is well evident into the embryo, but it is indistinct in case of adult. Moreover, in case of the insect which shows the holometabolous development, this abdominal cerci is often absent. Means you can say the presence of abdominal cerci is one of the characteristic feature of the hemimetabolous insect which has the appendage on the 11th segment. So in case of the highly evolved insect or the holometabolous insect, this 11th segment is well evident into the embryo, but at the adult condition this 11th segment is not written, as we have already learned into the 10th segment holometabolous insect representing the last abdominal segment, that is segment number 10, and hence in the adult condition 11th segment is absent into the holometabolous insect. And but the embryonic condition, that 11th segment is always there. So this is about 11th segment. Then next one is the 12th segment. The 12th segment is also referred as a telson. Now Hyman reported through a series of embryological studies that the 12th segment is represented by a dorsal supraanal lobe. This dorsal supraanal lobe is referred as the epiproct, and the ventral paired subanal lobe which is referred as the paraproct. Means this paraproct and the epiproct can be well seen in case of the Thysanura, that is the then Blattarium, for example the cockroaches, and the Odonata, for example the dragonflies, Ephemeroptera, Phasmida, Orthoptera, Dermaptera in both embryonic as well as post-embryonic stages. So this epiproct and paraproct is present, while they persist in adult of only the Blattarium, Phasmida, Orthoptera, and Dermaptera. Means this 12th segment is represented by a dorsal lobe known as the epiproct and ventral plate which is known as the paraproct. This segment, that is 12, is represented by the paraprocts alone in case of the Thysanura. In case of Thysanura only, the paraprocts is present where the epiproct are absent, and same condition is also occurs into the Ephemeroptera where only the presence of paraproct is there where the epiproct is absent, while in case of Odonata, the loses this structure completely at the adult stage. Means into the embryonic development, both the 12 segment containing epiproct and the paraproct is present, but as this insect becomes an adult, this both epiproct as well as paraproct are completely lost in case of the Odonata, for example, the dragonfly. So in this way, the abdomen of an insect is generally contains 12 segments at embryonic development, but at the adult stage, some insect shows a 10 segment, some shows 11 segment, and some shows a 12 segment. So once again we can repeat. So 10th segment is a generality of most of the insect, particularly the hemimetabolous insect, while homometabolous insect, it is somewhat indistinct and it may represent the last abdominal segment. Then 11 segment containing a appendage which is known as the cerci, which is also known as the abdominal cerci, while the 12 segment, which is also referred as a telson, it contains a dorsal plate known as the epiproct and the ventral plate known as the paraproct. Again, the presence of epiproct and paraproct greatly differ from different group of insects. Now, Snodgrass in 1935, however, is of opinion that this epiproct and paraproct, so this one in the diagram here is the epiproct and the paraproct, these are the structures belongs to the 11th segment and not the 12th segment, while some workers consider these structures are belongs to the 10th segment. Means there is a controversy regarding the epiproct and the paraproct. One group is having the opinion that epiproct and the paraproct are the plates belongs to the 12th segment which is known as a telson. But according to the Snodgrass, this epiproct and the paraproct, these are the structure belonging to the 11th segment, while other group they having the opinion this both epiproct and the paraproct they are belongs to the segment number 10. Now according to the Matsuda in 1976, the 11th segment is generally reduced in majority of insect, due to which the 12th segment is often lies immediately behind the 10th or even in some insect behind the 9th segment where 10th and 11th segment is absent or is completely or greatly reduced, and hence 9th segment is continued by directly the 12th segment. So that can be demonstrated or told by the Matsuda. Consequently, the 12th segment is misunderstood as the 11th or the 10th segment. So this is the opinion of the scientist, that is Matsuda. But if you see the number of segments among the different group, the segments are greatly vary in their numbers. But generally, the whatever controversy is there, that controversy is regarding the 11th and the 12th segment. So what we can conclude from this discussion, at the embryonic condition of each and every insect, abdomen composed of total 12 segment, but as they becomes an adult, the 12 segment is generally becomes indistinct, and generally the abdomen is represented by the 11 segments, which is a generality among the insect. Again, the 11th segment is not completely visible in all insects. Some insects shows only presence of 9 or 10 segment, 10 segment, and particularly in case of the holometabolous insect, which shows a complete metamorphosis or complete development, they generally shows a presence of 10 abdominal segment where the 11th and 12th segment is greatly reduced. Okay. So this is about the segmentation of the abdomen. So here in this diagram also you can see the abdomen of the dipteran fly, that is a musca, where the number of abdominal segment is greatly again reduced, and they also shows a presence of intersegmental membranes. So before that we have to learn the skeletal composition of the abdomen. Now obviously the abdomen, irrespective of the variable shape, is typically composed of series of distinct alike segment extending maximum to the 12 number that we have learned. So maximum number of segments in abdomen of an insect is the 12. That can be reduced in the different insect according to their features, but it is always segmented one. Now each segment bears a dorsal plate. This dorsal plate is obviously referred as the tergum, that we have already discussed this kind of the terminology when we are learning the thorax. Similarly, the ventral plate of the abdomen can be referred as the sternum, and the lateral plates are known as the pleura or the pleural membranes. So each abdominal segment is also composed of the skeletal plates. From the dorsal it is tergum, from the ventral it is sternum, and this tergum and sternum, they are joined by a pair of lateral plates which are known as the pleurons. The tergum as well as sternum are devoid of sutures. Means whatever sutures we have learned into the thoracic region for the tergum and the sternum, these sutures are completely absent among the abdominal skeletal plates for both tergum as well as sternum. The pleural membrane also do not possesses a sclerite except in case of the thigh Only the thigh they shows a presence of such a kind of the steroids. In some insects, however, as a result of the secondary sclerotization, tergum bears a submarginal ridge, and that submarginal ridge is known as the antecosta, and the anterior most band which is known as the acrotergite. But this is only exceptional where there is a presence of secondary sclerotization. So otherwise the sutures and uh, intersegmental sclerites are generally absent among the abdomen of an insect. The anterior margin of the terga also produce a epidermal processes in some insect, and all these structures are served for the attachment of the muscles only, and adjacent terga are generally communicated by the intersegmental conjunctive membrane. So in this way the skeleton of the abdomen of an insect is generally composed of the plate, that is dorsal tergum, ventral sternum and lateral pleuron, and almost completely devoid of any sutures. So this is about the skeletal composition. Then we are going to learn the division of the abdomen, particularly the abdominal segment, into the pregenital region, genital region and postgenital region, that is postgenital segment. So in the pterygote insects, the abdominal segments are commonly referred to as the pregenital, or is also referred as a visceral segment, those bearing no appendages. Means in case of pterygote insect, before the genital opening, whatever segments are there, that segments are referred as pregenital or visceral segment, and in case of pterygota, the pregenital, or so called as a visceral abdominal segment, do not contain any kind of appendage, which is a generality for the pterygote, that is winged insect. And the second one is a genital segment. Genital segment in the sense it containing a genital aperture, or it possesses a genital aperture, hence that region is referred as the genital segment, possessing the genital aperture as well as the external genitalia. And while there is a single genital segment, which is the ninth segment is present in case of the male, ninth abdominal segment has a aperture for their reproductive organs, and hence genital segment in case of male is a number 9, while in case of female there are two genital segments are there, where the two openings are you can found a two genital segments, and the genital openings are generally present on the 8th and the ninth abdominal segment in case of female. So that is the difference between the male and the female. So genital aperture is always found onto the ninth segment in case of male, while in case of female it is on 8th and 9th, means there are two segments contributing the genital aperture in case of the female. And after the ninth segment, that is the 10th and 10th, 11th and 12th, these abdominal segments are generally referred as the post-genital segment. So in this way, according to the position of genital aperture, the abdominal segment can be classified into the pregenital, means before the genital aperture or genital opening, then genital means the segment which contributing the genital aperture. For example, in case of the male it is 9 segment, and in case of female it is 8 and 9 segment, and remaining after the 9 segment, that is 10, 11 and 12, these are referred as the post genital segment. Then in some cases the reduction of the pregenital segment is also occurs among some insect. The first sternum or its fusion with the metasternum is occurs in all orders of the Pterygoda. In case of Pterygoda, the first abdominal sternum means ventral plate it generally get fused with the metasternum, that is the third metathoracic sternum, and hence there is a reduction in the number of abdominal segment which is take place. Again, in case of the Coleoptera, the first two segments belongs to the abdomen, they reduce to the membrane. And in case of Hymenoptera, the first half of the second segment join with that of the metanotum, that is the third thoracic segment, and hence the reduction of the pregenital segment is also found into the Coleoptera as well as the Hymenoptera. The second segment in adult becomes a petiole as a narrow and elongated constriction which is lying between the thorax and abdomen, which is found among the Hymenopteran insect. The fusion of pregenital segment occurs much predominantly in case of the Coleoptera as well as in Heteroptera, that is the bugs. In some insect, mostly the Cerambicidae, then Tripididae, Mucidae, the pregenital segment undergoes a telescopic arrangement that initiates the formation of retractile tube, and hence that kind of the modification, this is generally found in case of the insect which has a provided with a ovipositor which is provided with a telescopic movement, and it is used as a fine piercing device, and that is for the laying the eggs into the plant and animal tissue. So those insects which pierce the epidermis of the plant or the animal tissue for laying the eggs, the few of the abdominal segment, these are get modified into the telescopic uh, telescopic segment, and hence the pregenital segments are reduced in such a kind of insect cells. So this is about the distribution of the different kinds of the segment that occurs in the abdomen of the insect. And in this lecture we have learned the abdomen, their segmentation pattern, skeletal composition, and the classification of the abdominal segment as per the genital aperture present on the abdomen. Thank you very much.